Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Tank be chopping, and I'm back with another haircut tutorial. So what we're gonna be doing on this cut is an undercut. We're just gonna be fading the sides. As you can see, my client has dreads on top, so we're just gonna fade the sides, line him up. You know what I'm saying? Make all that look good. So I'm starting off with my Wall Magic clips, the gold edition. I have my number 1 guard on there. My lever is all the way open, and what I'm doing here is I'm basically debulking the sides, just coming down with the grain. That's normally the length I do, and then I close my lever a little bit, and I'm coming right below what I did with my lever all the way open, basically doing a little bit of down fading, just trying to clear out some of this bulk before I start some actual fade work. And as you saw me do right there, I closed my lever all the way, and I'm just clearing out some more bulk, just trying to get it to look, you know, just trying to get it to that length that I wanted at. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on this side, starting off with my lever all the way open, coming with the grain, and then I'm gonna adjust my lever closed little by little, working my way down. Like I said earlier, guys, I'm basically just doing some down fading now, just trying to debulk this area, get it all cleaned up, just so it makes it easier for me to fade into. And you got to make sure you go over the front lineup also. I know a lot of times people don't go over that, so it looks really, really bulky. So you want to make sure you get that down. In my opinion, I say a 1.5 or a 1 guard normally looks good. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, play around with that. Try 1.5 first. And if that doesn't look good, then go down to a 1 guard. Alright, so now I'm going to set in my initial bald guideline with my clipper. I know a lot of times I go in with my trimmer, but I'm just giving y'all a different way of doing it, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going in with my clipper all the way closed, setting in my first initial guideline. And then I'm going to go ahead and start to set in my next section also. So this is my clipper all the way open, and I'm just setting in my next section using a slight flick out motion. And once that section is set in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to blend this section out a little bit. So as you can see, I'm still going over it with my lever open, just cleaning all that up, making sure I'm nice and consistent with it. And then I close my lever halfway, and I'm gonna go halfway into this section and then close my lever a little more and start working the bottom line, and then close it all the way and try to get that bottom line to come out completely. Now here is my 1 guard lever all the way open, and I'm coming up another section using a slight flick out motion. I'm not coming all the way to where the hair meets the dreads. I don't want to go all the way up there yet. So I'm just using my corners a little bit, trying to create that section. Just trying to be really careful, that way I don't take too much hair off. And as y'all can see, I got that comb in my hand. You want to make sure you're continuing to comb that hair down, you know what I'm saying? Because that hair is going to want to curl up. So you got to make sure that you're combing it down. And as y'all saw me do right there, I closed my lever, and now I'm attacking that bottom line, basically working my way halfway into this section, because I know I'm going to have to use my half guard to really get that bottom line out. So I'm just really trying to be consistent with working this section, getting these dark areas erased. That way I don't have too many discrepancies and don't have too much detail work to do later on in the cut. So as you saw me do there, I just turned my clipper upside down and just debulked a little more going with the grain. And now here is my half guard lever all the way open. And I'm just attacking that line, attacking some dark spots, closing my lever as needed, and attacking that line and seeing what really works to get this line to come out. Because sometimes you don't have to close your lever all the way, but you know, sometimes you may have to. So I like to start off with my lever all the way open. And as you saw right there, my client nodded off. But I like to start off with my lever open and then adjust it closed as needed until I get that line completely erased. And as you can see now, my lever is all the way closed. Now what I'm gonna do is clear off this hair at the bottom. So I'm taking my trimmer and I'm cleaning all that up. And then the closer I get to where I created my bald line, I'm trying to use a slight flick out motion. That way I don't create a line. There is gonna be a slight line there, so I will go back in and touch that up, but I'm not worried about that at this moment. I'm just trying to get all this hair down to that trimmer length. And then I'm gonna follow that up with my shaver. Not every client can take the shaver, guys. You got to know your client. You got to know if they can take this shaver. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm coming right below what I did with my trimmer using a slight flick out motion. And now I'm going back in with my clipper, just attacking that bottom line. Like I said earlier, it left a faint line, so I want to make sure that I'm cleaning that up. And I started off with my lever halfway open, and then I closed my lever all the way, doing some lever play, using some corner blending, you know what I'm saying? Just doing what I got to do to get this blend to come together. Obviously, the blend isn't 100% yet. I still got some discrepancies that I see on this side of the cut, so I'm going to continue to attack these discrepancies using corner blending, just using whatever detailing techniques that I feel is necessary. So now I'm going back in with my 1 guard lever open, And basically everything I'm doing now is just detailing, guys. So the bulk of my fade is done. Now I'm just doing some detail work to really get this blend to look better. And I used my one guard, and now I'm using a brush right here to brush that hair down. That way I can see basically what needs to be cut. And this is my my 1.5 guard. And I am going against the grain now. This is, I believe my lever is open. Basically just trying to blend into what I did with my one guard lever closed with the grain. And then I closed my 1.5 all the way. And I'm just still cleaning up these dark areas. And you know what I'm saying? Just doing what I got to do to basically make this haircut look good. And I want to make sure that I'm continuing to brush or comb that hair down, because if you don't, that hair is going to curl up and they're going to have long patches of hair. And that's obviously something I don't want my clients to have when they walk out the chair. So now I'm going in with my 0 guard, doing some more cleanup work. And I know I get a lot of like messages in my comments and when I post my tutorials on Instagram saying that I do too many steps. But hey man, like it works for me. My clients like you know what I'm saying, they like the product. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get my blends to look right. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for everybody and I get it. But for me, you know, I just do what I gotta do to make sure my haircuts come out. But nonetheless, guys, I'm moving on to the lineup, as you can see here, and I'm just lining up my client. Started off in the middle of my client's hairline and then worked my way over to that vertical bar, hitting up that vertical bar, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm going back in and doing some more detail work. And like I said, I know these steps aren't for everybody, but it works for me, you know what I'm saying? And I do want to state that we did line up the beard. However, I didn't record it, and I did not record me using the razor. So y'all aren't going to be able to see that in this video, but you know your boy does that. I did add enhancements also, but I didn't record that either. But nonetheless, guys, check it out. This is how my boy came into the shop looking. This is the before look, and this is the finished product. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this haircut in the comment section. If y'all like this video, please make sure to smash that like button. Also, if new to my channel, make sure, I already messed up my outro. Make sure and subscribe one time for your boy. And that's really it, guys. If you want to book an appointment with your boy, you can go to my website, tankbechopping.com. You can book there. Also, I do have some discount codes in my description, so y'all check that out. And I appreciate y'all for watching YouTube. Until next time, let's go. Yeah.